Hey, what you doing? You asleep?
Some motherfuckers, it's your homeboy Blaze back at it again after the drama that ensued this past couple days. I feel like I need to start talking about something else. So with that said, I was in Carnival Spirit stream earlier with a bunch of OG motherfucking juggalos. I'm talking about guys that have been down since fucking Riddle Boys, guys have been down since Malenko, some from since fucking Jackal Brothers. And I thought to myself, God damn, I'm really that young? I mean, fuck. I mean, for crying out loud, when fucking Hell's Pit came out, I was in first grade. Now, I've been a juggalo since 2010-ish. Right around the Bang Pow Boom era. The first card in the second deck. Now, I know this because I caught that shit. And by cop means I want to go rob that bitch. Because I was young and reckless. So, the way I got introduced to ICP was from my nigga called Juggalo 956. I might bring him on a couple days. He actually just came back from up north, so you might get to meet him. So with that, he was like, dude, I have some CDs and that I need to get burned. Do you know any place where you could do it? I was like, yeah. I go to Mexico every weekend. I used to go to this cafe, just do normal shit like MySpace and bullshit like that. You know, when that shit was relevant. So I told him, yeah, I could look up the music on LimeWire or whatever, and I'll just fucking put them in CDs. But he was very specific with it. He's like, you gotta put each CD, you gotta put each track of every CD in different CDs, as in each album in their own fucking list, right? It's fine. I was like, fine, I'll do it. I want to go do it. I remember it was Dog Beats, Basement Cuts, and I think it was the first 3 Forgotten Freshness. So I want to go do, I believe it was Basement Cuts. And I was downloading it, so I started listening to it while I was downloading it. And I thought to myself, God damn, this shit is whack as fuck. So I didn't bother listening to anything else. So time goes by, I go back, I give him the CDs. He's like, oh, thanks, bro. You don't know how hard it is to get these. Man, thanks, bro. I'm gonna put them in my car and I'm gonna jam out to them. What the fuck you gonna jam out to? That shit sounds whack as fuck. Like, nah, you don't even know what it is, bro. These fucking CDs are older than you. I was like, what do you mean they're older than me? Like, this shit's fucking late 80s, early 90s, bro. I don't care what fucking time period they're from. They fucking whack. And then he was like, nah, you look. Here. Take the first Forgotten Freshness and play it in your fucking truck. Come back in a week, tell me what you think of it. Fine. I took it, listened to a couple tracks, and I was like, alright, some songs were okay. I mean, in specific, I remember the song that really spoke to me, or not really spoke to me, but really caught my attention, was the song, I believe it's called I'm Coming Home. No, not I'm Coming Home. It's I'm Not Alone. Okay, I'm Not Alone. Where Shaggy's like, carnival freaks from the ghetto zone, and this and that. I have the fat bearded lady sitting on your face, and this and that. Yeah, hell yeah. That shit was my jam. And then I remember listening to it, and I was like, alright, it's pretty cool. Fine. Went on the internet, looked up their discography. Come to see that these motherfuckers have an ocean of shit. I'm talking about abundance of motherfucking albums. I mean, like, what the fuck is all this? I'm looking at Lotus, I'm looking at Outer Space, I'm looking at Riders, and then I stopped at Riders, I was like, what? Fuck. This shit actually bumps, dog. God damn. Hell yeah. The one that really spoke to me from Riders, I think it was My Last Ride. My Last Ride, yeah, it was My Last Ride. And Dumpin'. Dumpin' was also a good song. And I was like, fuck, this shit bumps, bro. I was like, dude, do you have the Riders albums? He's like, no, I never got around to getting them. Hey, don't worry, bro. I'll get them for you. I'll get you Riders. I even get you Psychopathic from Outer Space. So I went and did that. And I started listening to them in my car. And I come to think to myself, I was like, I don't want to give these fucking albums away. And I want to go tell her, hey bro, I think I'm going to keep them, man. What do you mean? You said you were going to give them to me. No, these are mine. I'll get you some later. I need to stay with this for a while. I need to let it sink in. And he was like, nah, dog, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're going to tell me that you're not going to give them to me? You told me you were going to give them to me. I was like, you don't understand, motherfucker. It's hard for me to come across music I like. So we were back and forth for a while, and he was like, oh, fine, keep them. Just make sure you bring me some. Fine. So after that, I started getting more into the theme of what Insane Clown Posse was, which is the first Joker's cards. Now, I'm going to say this, and you're going to say, damn, that shit's played out. And I don't give a fuck, bro. So, I know. I popped in the Great Malenko. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says, man. That shit is a masterpiece from front to back. If I'm a fam kid, if I'm a juggalo, I fucking don't care, really. Because I respect all Joker's cards in their entirety. I respect the message of the Carnival of Carnage, the gangbang theme of the fucking Ringmaster, the grim stories in the riddle box, the comedic ways in the Malenko, the fucking the politic rockish ways of fucking the Jackal Brothers. And of course, we have Shangri-La and Hellspit, the Unveiling, and the darkest album they ever dropped. So with that said, I couldn't stop listening to these motherfuckers. I don't know what it was. I just felt so interested, so intrigued in the storyline that they had. Now, the story was over when I started listening to it, but it didn't change anything for me. I felt like I walked through every step of the way, even though it wasn't even close to my time period. And I look back at the Unveiling and I feel like, why were people mad? Like, couldn't they see what the message was? Like, every fucking song they had a moral, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them, but most of them had morals. They would only kill bad people. And most of the time, if they did something bad would happen to them. You know what I'm saying? It was all morals. And I don't understand why people were getting so mad. Like, how the fuck did you get tricked? I mean, mind you that I probably knew the unveiling before I listened to the whole fucking shit. Because I remember listening to the Wraith album before listening to the Ringmaster. But nonetheless, I didn't know what the story was about. But when I went back and saw everything as it played, it was clear to me what it was. It was clear to me that there was a bigger message. And why people thought it was stupid, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. I just gotta say that I appreciate everything that Insane Clown Posse did. Which is why I show my emotions in this beef. Because I feel like Jay doesn't get the respect he deserves for creating what he did. But who cares, man? I'm just a little juggalo. Just a young juggalo. Doesn't know shit. You know why? Because I was born 10 years after the fact. Or maybe not 10 years. Maybe 5 years. But I listened 10 years after the fact. But it's fine, man. You don't have to be there to appreciate the message. It's your homeboy Blaze. I'm that motherfucker. Peace, man.